good, don't it? Every Josh, what you doing? Rock to the music, bounce to the music. For my people all across the globe, we got that feel good music that'll heal your soul. No matter what, put you from a high all. Only one rule, leave those guns at home.
Feel good, don't it?
Let's
Celebrate life.
Get your
Hands
hands
high.
high. Hit the dance floor with
Honey, get right.
Get to know her.
Hit the number, get right. We got it.
Set the bar
Yeah.
nice.
Good,
don't it?
Yes. Rapper all ball player, ball player. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Vince Paz in the building for the podcast. One voice, one mic. What up, sis? What's happening with you? You feel me? You know, we out here doing it big. You dig what I mean? Yo, it's a Monday night. Y'all know what it is. We getting it in. And vibe to make you want to lose it. Yeah. Yo, you rocking with my man Picasso Pinoy. You did what I'm saying with that feel good music. Let me let y'all know right now, yo, that album was made 12 years ago. And I be playing this song all the time. And a lot of people be like, yo, who are these dudes? You feel what I mean? Yo, shout out to my man, the BIGTODD. You feel what I mean? My man, Pool, basketball. You did what I'm saying? Got the basketball joint on IG. And my man, Casper Holstein. You feel me? So, yeah, listen, man. Yo, Monday night, a lot going on. Everybody probably watching Monday Night Football. Sports get ready to turn up. You feel what I mean? We got the turn up going on this weekend. You feel me? UC versus Alabama. We got Georgia versus Michigan. Yo, it's going to be off the chain this weekend. So if you ain't glued to your seats watching some football this weekend, I don't know what to tell you. All right? I don't know what to tell you because the NFL ain't doing that right now. Everybody in the race for a wild card spot. You know, last night, you know, they sat Big Ben down yesterday. Time to get the youngster a chance. Cam, I don't know, man. The Panthers got blown out. It's a lot going on, man. Everyone feeling it. The Jets and the Giants. Jets is killing their whole chance of getting the first round draft choice. They won yesterday. They might as well take the whole season. The Giants might as well take the whole season. And I don't know why we keeping Joe Judge anyway. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's a whole nother story. Now y'all caught the Knicks. The Knicks won this weekend. You feel me? My man Kimba dropping the first triple double. You dig what I'm saying? On Christmas Day. Shout out to Kemba Walker. Man, so many. Man, hold on. Oh, the Brooklyn Nets. They beat the Lakers. I'm sorry, LA Lakers, man. I'm sorry, Laker fans. You know, there's a lot of it's going down this year. But you know what? I gotta touch on it real fast that you know, this new Omicron virus, you feel what I'm saying? Let me let y'all in on a little something. So when COVID came out, you know, it was very, very important that we knew the ratio of people that it would actually affect. So they said when the COVID-19 virus came out, it was like for every 6 people, for every one person could infect 6 people. But with the Omicron virus, they said one person can affect 18 people. So it don't matter if you got your booster, it doesn't matter if you got your 2 shots, it doesn't matter what you got. You got your N95 mask and everything. This virus spreads very quickly. It can spread at a drop of a hat. So for all you people that are out here going to clubs and going to events and things like that, yo, listen, the cloth mask does not work at all. So please go ahead and get yourself a real safe mask, something that has been medically approved. Um, you may not like them blue ones, them surgical ones that you wear over your face. It does get a little uncomfortable because of the bar, of course. You can actually split that and pull the bar out. You feel what I'm saying? To put it over so it can just actually fit on your face. Um, but you need to use that. You feel what I'm saying? And go from there. That's all I can tell you. But just please understand that this thing is running rampant. And think about what it's done to the NFL this past weekend. They had to cancel a whole game. They had to reschedule the Raiders and Browns game. Okay, so that whole game just got rescheduled. Then the NBA, even look at the NBA. You know what I mean? So you got to understand, man, that this is not for the weak. You guys got to still mask up, whether you want to or not. And it's just what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We still in that time. We are still living in a different time. All right. So we not out the woods yet. That I hate to say it. So for all y'all thinking that these booster shots, it's no cure. Okay, it's no cure for it. So just please be safe. That's all I can tell you. You know what I mean? Mask up, whatever. I don't care if you don't got no shot, shot or no shot. Don't matter. Mask up. Omicron is real. All right. If you don't think you could die from COVID, okay, that's what I can say. Anyway, man. So look, tonight I want to talk about. I want to have a conversation with people about 1619. Um, Shout out to everyone who is all my educators that are out there doing their thing. Shout out to everyone who is click tagging and sharing. You know what I mean? Uh, just to let you know, I'm here, man. I'm here for it. Uh, I was just at an awesome basketball game just now. I'm pulling out a camera uh, thing out of my pocket, So I was at a game doing some film, but yo, catch me on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? I'm on YouTube, youtube.com/Vince Pass one. Shoot, you can catch me. You can catch me on Facebook. Catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Vince Pass, or you can catch me on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So right now, listen, let's have a conversation real quick. So I want to give a shout out to my girl Efi. Efi, thank you very much. This is my book right here. Let me hold that a little bit closer for y'all. Matter of fact, let me hold it up a little back. You know what I mean? 1619. So this book right here is a 1619 project. It is a story that is not just about 1619 itself. Okay, it's the origin. It talks about the origin of 1619, but it talks about and it goes into the different areas that slavery has penetrated and how it has developed and formed the ideologies of America. Now, you have to ask yourself a question. All right. Why are they so? And mind you, she has historians in an uproar. She has politicians in an uproar. Those are a part of the status quo. They're all in an uproar right now because Hannah-Jones has single-handedly, um, well, not single-handedly, with a group of people but she is the forefront of this right now. You feel what I'm saying? Has single-handedly uh, put history on suicide watch. I gotta say it. History is on suicide watch. There are so many people who are out here that are basically they threatened her. They've talked about her. They said that she has a level of inaccuracies going on in her book and stuff like that. And mind you, of course, I read the book, and what people aren't understanding is that when you look at 1619, the line that stands out to me is in Malcolm X is when Malcolm X said, "We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us." So when you hear that, you know what I'm saying. You're thinking to yourself like Plymouth Rock, 1619 Jamestown, and all this other kind of stuff. You're not thinking how slavery really honestly shaped the idea of America. You may have an idea, but no, it really has shaped every part of America, not just from from just being slaves being traded. It shaped education. It shaped our financial system. It shaped Wall Street. Okay, let's talk. I'll talk about that. It shaped the judicial system. It shaped our import and export business. It shaped our It shaped our real estate market. Yes, it shaped our real estate market as well. It even shaped our sports and entertainment industry that you see today. Okay, so I don't want y'all to think for one moment that, slavery was just slavery. No, it was a lot of areas that existed in slavery, that took place in slavery, that developed to what we had today. one of the most sophisticated accounting systems came out of slavery because even the labor force, the way that jobs are designed, came out of slavery. Okay, so let me touch on 1619 very fast. Of course, you know that the first slaves came over the United States in 1619. All right, with the first so-called colonists. All right, they were British colonists. Let's be clear, they were British colonists. Okay, they came from over there in Britain. All right, so you have to understand that America was founded on what? On principles that was of the old world. All right, which is Great Britain. Great Britain basically had their hand in everything. Okay, so then as we began to go on between 1619 when that took place, there was 80 years of laws that were being passed for just for slavery that go unspoken about. Okay, 80 years of laws that were passed. And I'm about to bring it up on my screen right now to be exact. So just give me a second. So if you had 80 years of laws that were being passed, right? Mind you, these are parts of history that they do not even speak about at all. And you and I know that. You know what I'm saying? You know it, I know it, we all know it, right? They don't speak about it at all. But now we have a situation where we have, Dr. Hannah-Jones, who is speaking about the level of exposure that needs to take place with this, and in every area, in every facet of our life, we need to ask ourselves a question: that why are we trying to escape, to leave a country, to go back to a country that we have no identification with, right? That that will not accept us, okay, in which we will only be accepted where? Here. All right. So people will not want to understand that. How much of American you actually are. You are an American, period. Okay. Let's just be clear. I'm not going to sit up here and sugarcoat that for you. And I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you. Yeah, you are an American. I hate to say it, but we all are, and that's just what it is. We are here. We were born here. We were stolen. We was taken. Whatever you want to say. That's what we are. All right. I'm trying to find this what you call it for you guys so I can bring it up. But I have so much stuff on here. I should have had this in a folder already where I would already have had it for you. But anyway, if you want to look on the website, I believe it's I'm gonna bring up the website. I'll definitely get the website for you. It's from Cleveland. Actually, it's a school in Cleveland that that actually has it. Man, I'm so unprepared with it, and I don't know where it's at. I always have this stuff ready, but tonight I don't have it ready. But I'm gonna keep looking for it as I'm talking to you. So we have to understand that these were British colonists. So when they set up this stuff right here that we're living in right now, the 80 years of slave laws that were being passed laws that were being passed and acts that were being passed were only designed to protect the the uh, the ownership and the trade, the trading of slaves. Okay, they were setting up laws that were really saying that we had no rights. So before we talked about Jim Crow and we talk about all the slave enactment laws, we had to talk. You had to talk about um, the first 80 years of slavery. It was crucial. Crucial, 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 crucial. It's in my downloads. I'm close to it, y'all. I'm so sorry. I wish I would have had this thing ready, but I came in from a basketball game, was super excited, and I realized, hey, oh snap, I gotta hurry up and get online. So I apologize for not having this ready for you tonight. And I don't oh, here we go, right here. Bam. Let me get to pull that up right now for y'all. It's our slavery history timeline. So, when I bring this up, I'm gonna show it to y'all, and it's something that we definitely need to have an understanding about. And close that real quick for y'all. Give me a second, everybody. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience with it. You feel me? I really do. So, boom, here it is right here. It's crazy how it disappeared again. Disappeared on me again. Great. It just disappeared. Ain't that something? Our history, slavery timeline. Here we go. All right. Oops. I guess it won't come up. So, because it's shared in a different file as a PDF, so I'll have to open it and share it into a whole different file to do this. But anyway, like I was saying, I'm gonna open it up and I'm gonna tell you exactly where to get it from. How about that? And when you get an opportunity to get to it, it talks about the first 80 years of slavery. And in the first 80 years of slavery in Jamestown, all right, it talks about slave laws that were enacted. All right. So when the slave laws was enacted, all right, back in Massachusetts, okay, in um in 1641, right? The first institution of slavery before that was in 1640. So the laws went into effect when Massachusetts legalized slavery, right, in 1641. Then Connecticut in 1650, 9 years later, right, that was still happening. Slavery becomes a statute in Virginia. Virginia was the first state where slaves could arrive and recognize, right, slavery as a statute. That happened in 1661. So from 1619 to 1700, yo, that is 81 years of slave history that does not get spoken about, right? Then you got children who were born, right, in slavery that were also declared slaves. They were called generational slaves. That was an act that was enacted in 1662. Then you have the legalization of slavery in the middle colonies. So now slavery becomes legal in New York and in New Jersey. If you notice, if you pay attention, right, it's not even talking about the southern states yet. So in the northern states, in the 13 colonies, so we have Virginia, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, okay, and Maryland, right? 1663, Maryland legalized slavery. 1664, New York and New Jersey comes into play. In 1666, they didn't give me a date, but it's a date that's very important. I'm gonna find out about that. And then it says in 1700, America's slave trade is in full effect. Mind you, in between 1666 and 1700, the Southern slave trade began. Basically, slaves were brought to North Carolina and South Carolina by the way of Barbados. So if you want to actually get a copy of this, you can go to Case Western Reserve University website. They will have that for you. You have to go to the AACCRG, and they will have that for you. All right. So we have to talk about the first 80 years. So to get an understanding of where we're actually at in this thing, you know what I mean? We're behind. We're behind in the teaching of this. So the sister, she opened up a whole can of basically a whoop ass, and now the historians are speaking heavily against her, and they're speaking to her so heavy against her so heavily that they're trying to discredit her entire work. Okay, her entire work. And once you find out the truth about all this, all of the monuments and things like that. Yo, we got monuments of presidents who own slaves. Why are we not trying to take them down? Just curious. Why are we not trying to take them down yet? So, you know, when you begin to look at the dynamics of 1619 and the questions that you're asking, though, we in school they don't even talk about the first 80 years of slavery. The only thing in school that they talked about that I can remember, okay, and I'm pulling it back up again, that I can remember, right, was the and actually I missed a date. Let me tell y'all this other date real fast. 3,327 slaves were brought to America by 1700. American slave trade is in full effect. Okay. So the only thing that they talked about in school, I believe, was Jamestown, Virginia, right? They talked about slave laws enacted in 1641. Those were the only two things that they talked about in school. That's the only two things they spoke about in school. So when you sitting down and you talking to your kids about slavery, don't skip all the way up to 1776, the Revolutionary War. You got to go back and you got to literally do your homework about this thing and understand that the first 80 years of slavery was very important to how we became slaves and recognized as product um, in America at that time. So, like I said, Doc, Hannah Nicole Jones, what she has done, she has basically opened up the can that they tried, Pandora's box that they tried to close. You feel what I'm saying? So you can even go on to Google and you can look up www.thoughtcode.com and it'll talk about, you feel me, the whole timeline, you know, the, from slavery all the way up to, heck, it goes more in depth. 1682, 1676, into service, Bacon's Rebellion. Talks about 1670. New York lawmakers declared that enslaved African Americans who convert to Christianity will not be freed. So Christianity was under attack. Your way of living was under attack. You feel what I'm saying? So let's go back to 1666. Maryland enacts freedom seeker law. Okay, and that's a freedom seeker law. So that was the 1666 date that was not there. Okay. In Virginia, they passed a law stating that a Christian baptism will not change a person's status as an enslaved individual. Like, seriously. So then in 1691, Virginia declared it is illegal to free enslaved people within its borders. As a result, formerly enslaved people must leave the colony. 1661, South Carolina establishes the first set of enslavement codes. 1694, the importation of Africans increases tremendously into the Carolinas after rice cultivation is developed. In 1696, Royal African Trade Company loses its monopoly. New England colonists into the trade of enslaved people. So now America, because Royal African Trade was not an American company, all right? It was founded in the Caribbean, right, and established by the Brits, okay? So, mind you, these are things that you have to go research. You cannot leave it to chance for them to teach it to you, because then by the time that you get the information, it'll already been watered down and disseminated and give it into something different. So, the 1619 project, like I said, has opened up an area that is very sensitive to American history. And the reality of it is that black people, black people, um, are at the end of this. You feel me? So we don't even know the history of this thing. Okay. So now I'm gonna just kind of fast forward it a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna leave this here. The 1619 Project is a book that you need to purchase. I had the opportunity to get both the New York Times um, episode of it. I have both of them, the book, and thanks to my girl Ify who got me the book. I'm grateful for it. We'll talk more about 1619, but let me leave this with you. And I know you may not want me to leave this with you. Okay? At the end of the day, when we're out here and you see how lost that many of us are, we're still so, who says that slavery is not still deeply embedded in us? The institutions in which we have allowed to continue to develop around us, we've given ourselves away at this point. They're doing everything possible to continue to entrap us. They keep passing laws. Our voters' rights are under suppression all the time in states, okay? In every state, our voters' rights are being challenged. Redlining continues to happen. Redistribution of lines, of party lines are constantly happening. Do you think that you are not under attack? Do you think that you are not being looked at every day as being part of a situation that could potentially empower a whole nation of people to do better than what they're doing now? You are. The question is when are you going to tap in and understand the history in which you come from? Yes, I'm sorry that we come from slavery. Yes. Star Spangled Banner definitely belongs to us. Everything in this country belongs to us. The light bulb belongs to us. The microphone belongs to us. Those spaceships belong to us. How they get into space, them three black women, they belong to us. The music, they belong to us. The culture, hip hop, belongs to us. The things that you are willing to sacrifice just so you can live freely is supposedly to do what you want to do. The price has been way too great. When are you going to wake up and realize that the price that you're paying is causing generations in your family to suffer? Understand that college loans, that system, it funds the Department of Defense. It funds that. Why do you think they want to keep that? Why do you think they added a whole nother year to college? College don't take 4 years. College takes 3. They send you through all these ancillary classes. You already took basic math, basic English, a writing class before you even got to college. Why you got to pay for a whole nother year of high school? See, these are the things that we didn't know before that we know now. Colleges, I don't never say not go to college, but you need to understand that it's a money grab. College is going up 400%. So when you thinking that, there's monies available, there is no monies available. This is designed. The air conditioner, yeah, definitely, Jamie. The air conditioner belongs to us. But it's not just all about academics. I mean, athletic scholarship that's going to help your kid pay for school. Begin teaching your kid before they even get to school that you are the school. The same way that our pastors, our ministers, our evangelists teach us that we are the church. You are the school. The first teaching begins at home. So all of you sisters that are out there, all of you brothers that are out there that's not doing right by your children, you keep perpetuating the cycle. Whatever the reason is, get help. You can't do it all by yourself. Get help. So I just want to let you guys know that in next year, I'm a part of an organization now called the Black Mastermind. I will be bringing some information to people who want to become involved. Uh, I will be starting a uh, a life coaching uh, company pretty shortly. Uh, Geared around second chance offenders. My brothers and sisters who are coming home from the penitentiary. And I'm asking you to please, and for entrepreneurs as well, who are out here struggling with their businesses, who don't know how to get the proper funding for their business, things like that. Yo, listen, it's a whole dynamic that myself and my team will be bringing to you guys. And listen, we got to get in. We got to be able to support and invest in ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And so when I bring the opportunity to you, I hope that some of you grasp it, because think of it like this: if you paid $149, $150 for that Calvin Klein purse, you feel what I'm saying? You paying double that for the Coach purse. You know what I mean? You paying close to triple for that Louis V. Why can't you take the opportunity to begin to invest in yourself? When you going to invest in your hopes and dreams instead of investing and looking like things? You feel me? Now, mind you, this is not something that the book 1619 had already opened up with inside of me. This is something that has already been within me. And it's not because of me. I thank God for it every day. I thank God for giving me the gift. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for guiding me. So that's just my spiel on it. Whatever your spiel is, whatever your spirituality is, that's fine. But I'm here just to bring something to you that I know is going to be able to help you. You know what I mean? There's never going to be a day I get on here that I'm not going to do anything to bring something positive and uplifting to my people, period. But I urge everyone, if you want to download the article, you go to New York Times. Matter of fact, you can actually look the PDF up on on Google, and you can download the PDF. And it's a lot. It's 100 pages. So because that's 100 pages, this book is over 500 pages. That's because the print on the New York Times was small, and so this is 100 pages in this book right here. Plus whatever forwards that she got in here, things like that. So the book, based upon how the article is written, is actually it's in order. Um, it's a dope experience. So I just want to tell you guys, I thank y'all all the time for tuning in, tapping in. Shout out to my man Jamie. You feel what I'm saying? My sister Yvette, love you to death. You know what I mean? People that's paying attention. My girl Jennifer, that's out there, that's listening right now, and whoever else is listening. I implore you, to please tap into people. Let them know that, listen, man, there's things that are out here that can help you improve your way of living, improve your business strategies, help you to just improve, period, as a person. You know what I mean? Because, what I'm bringing to people is going to be a total one-stop shop. You know what I mean? And I just got to say, that's what it is. My 25, 30 years in management, I want to help people get their businesses where they need to be. And, we go from there. We rise together. And I don't care if there's somebody that's going to rise higher than me. I want someone to rise higher than me. You know what I mean? Because when I look up, I know when I'm ready to come up even more, I know somebody's going to reach back for me the same way I'm reaching back for people right now. I'm not rich. But not by a long shot. You know what I'm saying? I may not be rich when it comes to the finances, but I'm rich in knowledge. You dig what I'm saying? And I want to share this knowledge with you guys. So, yo, click, tag, and share. You know what I mean? I'll be back next week. This is just part one of a conversation about the book 1619. Y'all all got your homework. You know what I'm saying? The website that you can go to. I'm about to put that up there real fast for y'all. On the captions. And here we go right here. Let me get it up for y'all real quick. Here it is right here. Bio. Copy. Link address. Here we go. Boom. Here goes the link for you guys where you can go and you can look at the first 80 years of slavery right here. You go to www.csuohu. This is it right here. You can go, like I said, you can go onto the website and pull this down, but it's www.csuohio. Or you can go on Google, you'll see it. It'll talk about the first 80 years of slavery. And yeah, man, it's just real. You know what I mean? Trust the process, man. Trust the process. Anybody that has any suicidal tendencies, National Suicide Prevention Hotline, you know what I'm saying? Your boy been there one time before in his life. 1-800-273-8255. Reach out. Brothers need brothers. You know what I'm saying? Sisters need sisters. We the black family. We have to always stay on top of what we do. You know what I mean? You can catch me on YouTube. This is my page right here, youtube.com/Vince Pass 1. Or you can catch me here, facebook.com/Vince Pass, or www.twitch.tv/Vince Pass. There it is. You dig what I'm saying? And remember this. I'll leave you with this, and I'm about to get on up out of here. In the immortal words of my man, my nephew, Tyler Williams, head coach of TAF, everything is earned, nothing given. All right. So listen, I love y'all. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for tuning in. Yo, you know what it is. It's your boy Vince Pass, always in the building. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't never a time I ain't in the building. You know what I mean? If you think I'm not in the building, you know I'm always in the building. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about, Cletus? You dig what I'm saying? Yo, I'm up out of here, man. I'm gonna catch y'all next week, man. Holla at your boy. Peace.
Feels so good. Feels good, don't it? everybody, come on, throw your hands up. We got that feel good music, that vibe to make you wanna lose it. Everybody stops what you doing, rock to the music, bounce to the music. To all my people all across the globe, we got that feel good music that'll heal your soul. No matter what, how young, how old, only one rule, leave the guns at home. Feels good, don't it? Let's celebrate life, get your hands high. Hit the damn floor with money, get right. Get to know her, get a number, get right.
Yeah,
Get some drinks at the bar, get nice.
Y'all will catch y'all next week.
You don't have to be a rapper.
Thank y'all for tuning in. You feel me? Love y'all, man. Football later. Bill O.J. Simpson, no matter who you are, just get it where you fit in. So what?
Don't mean you have to change how you live.
Know what? We got the feel good music, that vibe that make you wanna lose it. Everybody stop what you doing, rock to the music. Y'all holler at y'all later, man. Love y'all. Talk to you later. Yeah. Peace.